Thank you all very much for coming today. It means a great deal to us and, of course, to Mom and Dad to have you all here to celebrate with us. But I actually have a poem that I wrote to Mom and Dad that I'd like to read. Oh. And I promise it's not too much of a tearjerker. Okay. Way back in '72, they were but students then. They didn't know what their lives would bring or who they would meet when. Susan was a freshman at Wellesley, living in Cazenove Hall, and at MIT, Tom liked engineering, for tinkering was his call. Both came from loving families. They were very smart and kind. Both were eager to find success. They were of a similar mind. One night in early December, with help from a very good pal, their paths crossed, and Tom knew for sure that Susie was an exceptional gal. Susan was smitten with this junior from day one. Tom had a major and a car. He seemed to have things figured out. For sure, he raised the bar. Many dates followed and their friendship grew, and that friendship soon became love. They both thought each other was pretty cute, and someone they thought the world of. Tom proposed to Susan after just 7 months. Shocked, she couldn't really say yes, for she was elated but taken off guard. Luckily, for an answer, he did not press. They stayed together, and in '74, Tom received his degree. He soon began his engineer work at DEC, happy to be done with MIT. In late May of '76, Susan graduated as a biology major. With just 2 weeks to go till the wedding, her excitement could not have been greater. Now, on this day, 40 years ago, Susan and Tom were married. In Grace Church, they exchanged their vows, and that commitment has never varied. Through the years, so much has happened. They've stayed true through thick and thin, encountering life events of all kinds. A strong couple they have been. In 1980, Susan got her master's in genetics and expertly counseled expecting families. Then Tom started work at EMC in '84, where his promotions came quite rapidly. Although they had had many successes, they still wished that children for them might be. And after trying hard to make things work, in December of '85, they welcomed Victoria Marie. Now a family of 3 with a little one to cherish and a new life dynamic to learn. But Victoria was not to be the only one. For a second child, they did yearn. 4 more years passed as they tried their best, praying that luck was on their side. And indeed, in January of '89, they welcomed Catherine with pride. As a family of 4, they figured parenting out with much love, patience, and care. Their children knew without any doubt that Mom and Dad would always be there. From then on, as they always had, Susan and Tom worked hard to do good, to remember others and give back, giving generously however they could. They raised their children to do the same, to work hard and try their best, to be humble and kind and full of love, and to remember that they were blessed. They led by example in a myriad of ways, demonstrating what marriage ought to be. They prioritized family and education, always making time for Victoria and me. A synergistic team of 2, they took on challenges as one. Then, as now, when they combined their talents, they were a couple second to none. So here's to you, Mom and Dad, for all you've accomplished and overcome. We celebrate your 40 years of marriage. You have done it with aplomb. Congratulations. May there be many more years of happiness.